Getting thinner and thinner as we get older. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is late, um, after 10. I don't know the exact time even. Tuesday, February 18th. It is new release day. We have a big new release day. We have, I'd say, a dozen books. A few had come out earlier. If I wanted to, hey Joe, if I wanted to, I could actually put out another like 6 books that we get from a publisher that lets us put stuff out early, but it's not out for a month. It's crazy. But yeah, I am not here to talk about the new books. Hey Doc, almost 10:30. Yeah, it's a 9:26 in Lincoln. Lincoln, right? So I'm very tired. I had a wonderful time yesterday, and I told myself like 3 different moments during the whole, really, and I'll talk about it, the whole trip. The wedding was like a blip in just Sarah driving for hours um, of the wedding, and it just didn't happen. We got home after 2. I finally was asleep after 3. The kids who had school didn't go to school. Okay, good, Lincoln. I was like, I'm not that tired. There's no way. And I went into the shop, and here's the thing. I can't get angry at my past self for going, yeah, this isn't a big deal. I can do this when I get there because it isn't a big deal, and I could have done it when I got there. But Conrad must have shown up just when Benny was showing up, and all the stuff was waiting for me. The 3-day weekend worth of stuff that they didn't deliver yesterday anyway. So there's a load of stuff. And then people came in. But here's the real kicker. No one cared. I did not have a single person come in and go, do you have the new graphic novel slash manga slash that came out this week? No, not one. So it doesn't really matter. So I helped customers. I unpacked boxes. I moved stuff around. I didn't do any of the reorganizing I told myself I'd do because it was so cold. It was like 18 degrees in the morning. It's back to like 22 right now. It got up to, I think, 29 in the sun while also windy. I'm like, okay, I'm going to organize this. I'm going to do that. Not so. Now, again, nowhere near as busy as we've had this. We've had this President's Day off with 45, 50-degree weather. Nothing like that. Again, the new redesign of the shop really helps customers feel like they know what they're looking at, I find. I'm very tired. I was very tired all day, so I've been very babbly, which most customers appreciate, but you could tell there were a few. Um, Doc, I'm not saying I'm not. You're jumping ahead. The new stuff's out. I know the new stuff. I'm going to tell you, show it all to you tomorrow. Don't worry about that. It's just that I think no one is showing up. I'll say it even better. The books were ready. I put away the hold list books. I had all the books in a box ready to go. If someone would have walked in and said, "Do you have the new Investigators?" I would have been like, "Yeah, right here in this box. Sorry, I didn't have it on the shelf yet." Not a problem. But anyway, yeah, the store was just busy enough, and I was tired enough that I really took my time in everything I did. That I didn't really do anything extra. Did not do any of the work organizing. I told myself I was going to get rid of a couple of stacks that could easily have shelves that they fit on. Didn't do any of that, but we have a humongous week of issues, and it's a beautiful week of issues. We don't have, obviously, Image. It's in the mail. Our distributor of Image sent their stuff in the mail. We don't have Dynamite, Oni, all those people's stuff from this week, but we have some from last week because of what's happening with Diamond. So we've got DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, IDW, and then everything else from Diamond on the shelf, along with about a dozen and a half new graphic novels, a lot of second volumes of manga that we still have the first of, and some great restocks. Just a good day in general, but I'm very tired. I had, like I said, a very long time. I had a wonderful time at the wedding. Now we'll do yesterday. I thought the wedding was about 4 or 5 p.m., and I thought the drive was about 5 hours. And I was like, we have to be out the door at 10 o'clock. And I came home and Sarah was like, the wedding is at 7, and the drive is 4 to 5 hours. And I'm like, oh. So we had to be at the door at 1 o'clock, which we weren't. So we showed up. We were there before the ceremony. We were there for the main event. Leif sat in my lap, and I explained to him what was happening in the ceremony, because they say it all in Hebrew. I can't help myself. I'm like, this isn't actually the wedding. This is afterwards. We're doing blah, 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 just explaining stuff. I got to see my parents. I saw my siblings. I saw my nephew get married. It was lovely. Leif, very interestingly, he heard the music come from the speakers, and like he walked 20 feet back. I don't know if any of y'all been to weddings lately with small children, especially Jewish weddings. I don't know, but it's a thing now. They make band headphones for babies, giant like sound canceling headphones for babies. Excuse me. It's very cold outside. I just brought something outside, came back in. Ugh, sorry. So there were a few of those, but Leif just like he found a distance, and he like wouldn't get closer to the loudness of the noise, and he danced like crazy. He just stood in place, jibbing and jibing for like the half hour. I don't know, again, you've never been to a Jewish wedding either. It's a half hour of, again, Orthodox / yeshivish Jewish wedding. There's about a half hour of dancing right when the bride and groom come out to the meal. Leif like didn't stop moving for the whole thing. Unfortunately, neither did Margalit. Little 1.5 toddling every which way, but also a lot of good self-preservation. Nowhere near the dancing for her. So that's how I spent, the 3 hours. I sat next to my brother. We ate, talked to my brother, talked to his sons. My other brothers at the other table. I saw my sister. My brother-in-law, my amazing brother-in-law, sees me. He goes, "We are so glad you came to the wedding. We are so glad you came to the wedding." And I'm like, my dude, come on. You got married to my sister when I got bar mitzvahed. Like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't say that, but, And he goes, you have a business. It's rough right now, and you closed your store. And he looks right at me and he goes, we really appreciate that. That really means something. And I looked at him and I'm like, yes, it does. You're right. You know what? Yes, I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm so happy that you appreciate it. Like, that's all. It means a lot. It's not why we went, because my brother-in-law is awesome, and he didn't know. No, it's because we go to, as we said to one of my daughters, who was going, why are we going to this? Like, they don't remember that this nephew of mine, like, babysat them when they were 2 or 3. And I'm like, because we go to all my niece and nephew's weddings if we can. Like, I closed the store when they were in Virginia and went by myself to one of them. And she goes, well, I mean, why do we have to be that close? We're not that close with them. I said, no, we're this close with them. We're this close with them. This is what we do. We don't miss a wedding if we can help it. I love my siblings. We have very different lives. We do very different things. We stay in touch. We talk, but we're not like super duper close. We're not having big family barbecues. There is a family Hanukkah party that almost everyone goes to over the course of the day. My family goes and I work. Because I work. But we go to weddings. So we went to the wedding. It was lovely. Sarah probably drove round trip 10 hours to Baltimore and back. It was quite a feat. Lucky me, I get to sit there, just talk to her, and have like the most chill day that I get to have, because where am I going? I'm not even going to something stressful, really. I know seeing your family can be stressful, but like I'm in and out. The worst thing that could happen is someone, a family member, someone who I don't have a good relationship with would be sitting near me, and I have to deal with them. Okay, it's really, it's my family's not horrific. Yeah, exactly, Joe. She's a saint. She is amazing. Right? Yeah, I'm like looking at her, I'm like, you're really incredible. You're you're like amazing. I think she was in heels the whole time she was driving too. Um, she's passed out right now. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm kind of like I had a great little time, but like we always say this, that's like a different reality. That's the reality of real life. And there's the store. At the store, things are rough. Um, I really cut my ordering. I really like we have the room for the new things that come in each week. Basically, we sell out enough stuff to do it. It's the right. Single issues are starting to pile up again. It's just it's not. It's like it's almost like a no win. I'm not sure about the heels, Joe. She was definitely wearing them at the wedding. I'm not sure she wore them while she drove though. She's gonna become legendary on the internet, you know. Yeah, thank God everyone who we owe, you know, they're all like comic distributor comic, but they're all great about stuff. But there's so much good stuff coming out, and I actually have people coming in for them. Single issues are picking up. People are interested. People are interested in the variants. The Mark Brooks Disneyfied variants are very popular. The DC bundles have paid for themselves in almost every single example. I have sold the requisite 6 or 7 copies of the $25 bundle to pay for the $25 bundle. It's 25 copics of a number one, right? We have huge ones. We have Wonder Woman. We have Titans. And it's nice. It's nice to have that back catalog. Someone's just looking for something. We just haven't had people looking as much. Like I said at the beginning of this, we had a busy day for 20 something degrees, but it wasn't a busy day for President's Week. So yeah, that is the interesting sign off. But please, I'm going to try. I'm going to try. Because also I had a lot of coffee today, obviously. And I'm probably going to be up very late. I shouldn't say this now. I'm considering watching the third Sonic movie while I eat my dinner because I'm so caffeinated. But I'd like to try tomorrow between 12 and 2 to actually look at the new stuff, look at the new single issues, look at the new graphic novels. But I would be thrilled, my friends, I would be thrilled if I don't have time because we open at 12 and there's just dozens of people in grabbing up the Mark Brooks. No, Joe, I shouldn't. I shouldn't watch Sonic. Happy birthday to me, Joe. It's my birthday. Joseph. No, please tell me why. I'm just kidding. I think it's a terrible idea, but it's also a caffeinated, hyper-fixated idea now. So please dissuade me, Joseph. I guess that's why I said it. Anyway, tomorrow, hopefully, between 12 and 2, we will look at new graphic novels, new single issues. There's a lot to say about a lot of the stuff that's out also. It's not... As always, I'm really having trouble keeping all my thoughts together. Oh, I thought you had like some like deep. Okay, yeah, you've never been into my whole weird little Sonic obsession. That I know. You still haven't watched Knuckles, have you? You don't understand. Anyway, there's dozens of new graphic novels out tomorrow. We have like a dozen and change. There are 40 books lined up basically every week now at a base level, and then it gets more. It's crazy. Somebody's got to get. That's my new future prediction thing that I'm totally horrible with, but something's going to give with the sheer number of books coming out. We are going to see a real decline by 2026. First prediction of the year. I mean, it depends who the next guy is. There's like Luther fanatics. All right. Until tomorrow, new books in like 14 hours. Right? Something like that. All right. Remember, damn it, babies. You gotta be